Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. So, just thought give you an update on my solar. So I'm just gonna, this is the outside of my house, of course. I'll zoom in on the panels if I can. How do we do this? There we are. Don't know if you can see there. Getting the, that's 2, 4, 6, that's 8 panels. So that's giving you, I'll have to work out what kilowatt hours. I think it's about 3 to 4 kilowatts, something like that. But there we are, there's the panels. Soaking up the last rays of the sun for the day. What are we today? 30th of January. So I should come back out. So I'll show you in a bit in the inverter and the battery. Bye for now. Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Living La Dolce Vita. So you find us up in the loft. So I'm slightly diverting off my room refurb for the time being, just waiting for the plasterer to come. So I think thought I'd just explain my solar system as best I know it anyway. Now then, so as it's pointing at the floor anyway, so obviously here we have a battery, lithium battery, and it's rated at 3.2 kilowatts, and that's that matches the panels, which are 8 panels, 400 each, which adds up to 3.2. 4 8s are 32, of course. So it's 8 monocrystalline black panels. Allegedly, the black makes them more efficient in low light levels, according to the blurb. See no reason to doubt their wisdom on that. I'm sure they've tested it. Anyway, so as I say, this is a 3.2 kilowatt panels, 8 of them. 8 400 watt panels amounting to 3.2 kilowatts, 3.2 kilowatt battery, storage battery, and the inverter. And that's I don't know if you can, how well that comes out. This comes out. Well, that's basically it. You know, that's all the wiring that's into it. This is obviously the wire going down into the mains downstairs. These then connect up to the battery and the solar panels, and if you can see it, I'll go around the corner, and that is that'll be the isolator switch for the solar panels, I would imagine. What's that, 2 cables coming in? Yeah, 2 cables. So that's obviously 1 cable to each set of 4 panels, I would imagine. Yeah, so not overly complicated with the amount of cables, etc. The battery is obviously very heavy, and to get it up here, I'm glad I wasn't doing it, that's all I can say. And I think probably the inverter is quite chunky as well. So does it give me any information? I don't know. Let me get on the other side of it so that I don't. Let's have a look here. It's difficult to bend down. So obviously this is the battery charging up, and then what is this display telling me? Bear with me. Right, is this going to focus? Alright, what did that tell us? Come on, focus. I have no idea what all that means. I'll show you my app on my phone shortly. Anyway, so that's the system. And I'm not going to show you the rest of my loft, as it's very scruffy and dirty. So I don't know if you can see me from there. Oh, hang on. So, woohoo! Bela Lugosi the ghost. So, yes. So that's the system in my loft. So, not much more I can say about that, really. You saw I think earlier on you'll have seen the panels on the roof. So, I'm going to stop filming shortly so I can show you the app on my phone, which is obviously gives me sort of hour by hour running of the system. And yeah, that's about it. See you in a bit. Okay everybody, welcome back. Now then, let's see. Now this is on my tablet, not my phone, because it's a bit larger. The display's a bit larger, so I don't know. Actually, right, let's see what we can sort out here. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Come on, focus. Total yield today. We're starting at the top left on the blue. Solar yielding is 3.5 today. Feed-in energy, today's 0.1 of a kilowatt, but total over is 9 kilowatts. I fed into the grid, which I'm annoyed with because I don't want to feed into the grid. Thank you very much. I want all in my battery. Top right then, today charging is 22.7 kilowatts. Total is 52.4 kilowatts. Consumption then is 1.3 today so far, and today, what's the time now? 10 to quarter 3. Total use 193.5 kilowatts so far since it was put in. And then now this other display here is showing what's happening. So it's pulling in 419 watts from the solar. Excuse me, I don't know if you can see how well you can see this, because okay, I don't know if you can see that. So we're pulling in 419 watts from this PV, photovoltaics of course. 338 are going into the battery, which is almost 99% now. What else we got coming in? And then consumption is 43 watts. Now that's probably things like the fridge, the freezer, and what else is on? I'm trying to think what else is switched on at the moment. Well, there's only the power to the internet, but yeah, but not a great deal. So there we are. And then obviously you can see the the grid icon here. There. Now then, then on this we have a historical chart. Now sorry, let's go back. This display here, this display is not real time. There's a delay, usually half an hour or so. So obviously if it's sunny now and it was later or earlier and it's cloudy now, then it's not a true, it's not a minute, second by second reading, but this gives you the trend. So that's my solar on the top. I've got to be honest, I'm not fully conversant with this app yet. And then down the bottom we have the various, oh right, okay, because it's February now, isn't it? I forgot. So if we go back to March, try January. So all these bars going up and down, obviously colour coded, which is difficult for me because I'm colourblind. So that's a darker brown and that's a lighter brown, which is very difficult for me to see. This is why I need a larger scale. So the darker brown is export to the grid, which is probably is it dark brown or red? I can't tell from, it could be these at the bottom, probably, because I haven't, why has that gone black? That's weird. Anyway, consumption then is these big long brown ones, obviously. The blue is battery, whatever that means, coming out of the battery, I don't know. And then green is solar production. So you can see again, I'm not quite sure. These are the dates along here, as far as I can work out. What this relates to, I have no idea, unless it's kilowatts. Possibly. Anyway, so that was for January. Now we're into February. So again, the green is solar production, so it's way off the chart there. That's over 3 kilowatts, crikey. Blue then is battery, the bottom one is grid, export to grid, which is virtually nothing, and the next one is consumption, just over 1 kilowatt. But there we are. And this is how the solar is performing over time. So we got, I don't know if you can, oh gosh, I'm trying to kneel down and do this, it's awkward. Is that going to work? Maybe not. I'll do it manually. So that we had a peak at around about 11:06. It dropped right off because the clouds came over, and then 13:53 went back up again. So 13:53 was the last time, so that makes it about an hour behind, but that's okay. These are various settings. I mean, I can show you one, but it doesn't make, you can set various charge times, etc. Discharge, you can set the discharge as well. To be honest, I'm going to leave it as it is. Anyway, so yeah, if there's any questions or comments you want to wish to make on that respect, feel free. So that's it. All I can say now, we've got a full battery at around about 3 o'clock, and we're in the winter months, of course. Now, I'm not what you'd call an atypical user of energy anyway, so my use is very low. so it's very easy for me to, you know, get the battery topped up. But ultimately, I'm not worried about having a full battery all the time. All I care about is I got enough electric to use, free electric of the PV to use for cooking my food, etc. That's all I want it for, and then that's obviously saves me tapping into the grid. Yeah, I mean, I still have to tap into the grid, of course, but it's only for small amounts, you know, for lighting, more or less, which is virtually nothing. Anyway, I hope that is of interest to you. Again, once again, if you have any questions or something you don't quite understand, then just put something in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, everybody, bye for now.